Hey everyone, happy Monday. As you can tell by the title and the category, we're doing a little cooking today on stream. And so I got a little side set up over here and I can switch between. And so hopefully I remember to switch between when we go to start cooking. And we're making stuffed tomatoes, which is something I just made one day. I thought it'd be fun. I thought it'd be something I could do. I didn't follow a recipe. I just sort of put some shit in the tomato and cooked it in the oven, and it came out really good. And so I made it again, and I haven't really made it since. And so I was at the store the other day, and I saw these beautiful giant beefsteak tomatoes, and I was like, oh man, I want to make some stuffed tomatoes. I was like, why not make it on stream? So that's what we're doing. Yeah, tomato, it's all the same. But so yeah, so I have a pot of rice cooker with rice in it. Thank you, Tiff, of course. Let me get you back there, bud. Ooh, and I lost horribly. So I have a rice cooker. There's pre-cooked rice, 3 cups of it. That's probably way too much, but these tomatoes are huge, so I figured there'd be a bunch of pulp. And whatever stuffing I don't use can just be eaten as is. So nothing's really going to go to waste. Hey, perfect timing. Beautiful. So the idea, well, the plan, because like I said, I'm not really following a recipe. I'm sure this is a real dish that people make, but this is just how I make it. We are going to take the tops off the tomatoes and carefully scoop out the insides, put that aside to be added to the rice later. And then I'm gonna have to use the pressure cooker because I don't actually have like a cook plate or anything. I'm just gonna use the saute setting on the pressure cooker to saute some ground beef and some spinach. We had some leftover spinach, so I thought I'd use that. And then all of that gets mixed together once the rice and tomatoes have cooked together. And it all gets put in the tomato shell. And then I do have to run them upstairs and put them in the oven. That's the only part that we can't really do down here. So, but everything else we can do. We'll figure it out one way or another. And I figured every fine chef needs a little bit of wine. And I had just so happened to buy this bottle of sparkling red. So why not indulge a little bit, eh? It's 5 o'clock somewhere, and it's also not a weekday. Somewhere, probably. I don't know. Time is funny. Oh, nice! Yeah, everyone pile on Tiff. I should probably... It'll be fine. We'll just pile our garbage over there and not worry about it until later. Oh, wait, whoa, why am I getting attacked in chat? What's going on? And this is Rosa Regal. Very good, very tasty, very sweet if you like that. Yeah, it's good. It's good. Gotta find a place for this. We'll keep it over here. Alright, we will switch. Let me get my tomatoes. I mean, look at these bad boys. They're huge. They're giant. And I have big hands, and that still looks giant. So, while I'm setting things up, how was everyone's weekend? Did you have a good Mother's Day? What'd you get into? I know we went out till, like, I want to call it lunch, but it really kind of was a little bit later, so kind of dinner. We went out to Linnert. at a restaurant here in town. It was very nice. Oh yeah. And we'll use this leftover tomato bag as a trash bag. That'll work. And for now, I think that's all we'll worry about. We'll just take the tops off these tomatoes. And go from there. Alright, so I almost treat these like little tiny pumpkins. And you just want to go around at like a 45-degree angle so that you cut the top off, but most importantly, sever the stem. And you want the lid to be able to sit on top after you're done. Excuse me. So that when you basically put the lid back on and it turns back into a tomato, but they're stuffed. Beautiful. I'm going to try and sever that stem. There we go. And then this, we can just sort of cut off. And we won't really... This is basically just stem. There's a little bit of flesh right there. I'm not going to worry about that. We're going to toss that. And then the rest, we just got to scoop out. Oh, man. Oh, and before I forget, do you all remember that new sticker we made, the GIF of from the video my wife took? I cleaned it up a little bit and changed it and cut out that other one of my glasses still had the background in it. I cleaned all that up and updated it. Nothing really changed, but it looks a little bit nicer, a little bit cleaner. Yeah, that one. And then I basically reversed the GIF so it goes back and forth instead of just cutting off. I think it looks better. Those two stickers go really well together. Oh, man. Alright, I'm actually going to move some stuff. Move some more stuff. I'm just gonna start dumping guts into this bowl. And these tomatoes, I don't know if they're particularly like hearty, I'm not sure. There's not a lot of juice in these. I'm used to like there being a lot of like pulpy, seedy guts, and like not a lot of connective tissue. There's a ton of like structural tissue in here. I don't know what else to call it. These are solid tomatoes. And it's a little dangerous using the knife because you really don't want to poke through the side or everything's just gonna lose a lot of stuff, a lot of juice. So I'm just gonna carefully roll around the outside here. And then use my little knife. Why stuff? I don't know. I don't remember why I originally went with tomatoes. I did. And they came out really, really well, and I've never stuffed anything else. I think the original line of thought is I had seen people make stuffed bell peppers, but I fucking hate bell peppers. I just don't like the taste of them, and I didn't want to make that because I don't like them. I thought tomatoes and bell peppers are basically the same thing, but I like the way tomatoes taste, so why not make it out of that? There we go. They're starting to pull apart now. They're just, yeah, they're really... These particular ones, maybe they're not as ripe as the other ones I used whenever the hell I made this last. Maybe I should, we could probably play some music while this is going on. As much as I'm sure you really like hearing the tomato guts being pulled out, with the mic being right there. Oh yeah, just keep spamming that sticker, that's music. No, I suppose I should actually turn music on. Hold on, give me a moment.
Berries and cream, berries and cream. I'm a little lad who loves berries and cream.
Alright, let's see here. What is that? Is that a seal? I'm not gonna question it. Well, let me know this is a little loud. That good? Might be a little loud still. There we go. Maybe? I don't know, you guys tell me. All right. And so this is basically what you do. You scrape the insides. And I use this little, what is this? A 1/4 teaspoon. Works really good. And then you dump it out. And then we're going to use the guts in the rice. Along with some spices and some cumin seed and all sorts of stuff. You're not wrong. It's not Planet of the Base on repeat. Is that? If we get 3 votes, I'll change it to that. How about that? If you can get 3 chatters to agree to Planet of the Base on repeat, which maybe I need to choose more than 3 because I know Tiff will also agree. But nope, only 3. Hey, that's 2. We need a 3rd. I considered, like, yesterday pre-coring these. Do
it for the boys.
Do it for the
Nicky
boys.
Bobby 93 played text-to-speech for 0 bits.
I had thought to maybe pre-coring these like yesterday, last night. But I was like, that's like a big part of it. But now that I'm actually here doing it, we might be sitting here coring tomatoes for a hot minute. Did you do the equivalent of smacking them and telling them to vote? Because that's what it looks like what you did.
Marlo votes yes.
Marlo votes yes.
Played text to speech for 0 bits.
Oh, that's funny. But she doesn't count. Unless Mariama can confirm. Oh, we're voting. So Nick and Tiff want us to listen to Planet of the Bass on repeat. And nothing else. And I told him it started off as Nick. I told him if he could get 3 people to vote yes on that. He's campaigning by, slapping people. Oh, they vote yes, huh? I'm sure they want to hear Planet of the Bass endlessly. I was quite clear. That's not 5. I'm pretty sure I was quite clear it had to be chatters. I didn't say people, I specifically said chatters. Almost done with this one. And I don't think that's a yes. That's just what she does constantly. I think you guys aren't doing a lot of like pleading your case. Show me the benefits of playing nothing but Planet of the Bass. Also, this is what our hollowed out tomato looks like. That's what we're working with.
BRB, let me go make my daughter a Twitch account real quick. Nikki Bobby 93 played text to speech for 0 bits.
Our top is a little bit heavy. It's pulling through. Cut some of that out. Close enough. I might not be putting it on right. Oh, it's also slightly rotten right there. That's probably not helping anything. We'll stuff it later, it'll be fine. Do it for the content? No, that's the thing. The music doesn't go through to the VOD. So they'll see all these comments arguing about something. That's a big assume that anyone watches the VODs. But alright, I'll count that as a vote. Oh no! That's definitely a vote. I should have made it more votes. Alright, let me find Planet of the Bass. Do. Do I not have? Hold on. Where did it go? Do. All right, here you go. What you wanted. Oh man, I think I need more wine. Victory! All right. Tomato number 2. There we go. So how's everyone's day been? I gotta say, for a Monday, my day wasn't too bad. Can't complain, really. It feels like the past couple Mondays have been rough. Ooh, man. Oh, Tiff, what a weak 5-star. Let me show you how it's done. Oh, it wasn't much better. Oh no, I'm weak. Life, it never die. Women are my favorite guy. Sex, I'm wanting more. Stop the war.
Everybody move ma. Act 334
That was so
played text to
close.
speech for 0
That
bits.
was so close to the song. I commend you. All right, I'm gonna do the same thing. Oops. Super tough tomato here. All right. Oh yeah, maybe I start with the big boy spoon, and then for the finer stuff, use the old teaspoon. Seems to be where it's at. I already forgot it was on repeat. Oh man. Gotta go to the fine control. So do you guys have a recipe that maybe you make at home that you only really make on like a special occasion because it's kind of fiddly? Or like, yeah, kind of hard, like time consuming to make? Um, I don't think this is necessarily one of them because I've only made it a few times and none of them were for special occasions. The You can't just bait the Alfredo boat and not tell us what it is. What is an Alfredo boat? Please tell me. All right, tomato 2 down. Oh, garlic bread pog. Tell me more, tell me more. I feel like you are intentionally drawing this out.
You purchase a boat off from Marketplace and fill it with store-bought Alfredo.
There it is.
Nicky
Okay,
Bobby
yeah.
93 played text-to-speech for 0 bits.
That makes more sense. You're just fucking with me the other stuff. That's why you're drawing it out. You gotta think it. You gotta think it up. There we go. You know, that's some high quality reasoning right there. But also, that Alfredo boat sounds fantastic. You have photo evidence. It's AI generated. I can't trust any images anymore. I'm receiving a message. You sent me the recipe. Beautiful. Let's see. Yeah, do you want me to show this on stream? Yeah, no, I open it now. I see it. I see it. So, there is the boat of the Alfredo. It does look quite good. Kind of reminds me of was it I'd made some chicken parmesan, and for the next day we had leftover parmesan or chicken. You know what I mean? Chicken parmesan.
Fake.
We had cutlets
Nicky
left over.
Bobby 93 played text-to-speech for 0 bits.
Fake. Yeah. So I had figured we'd make chicken parm subs the next day, and I bought 2 mini Italian loaves of bread. I didn't even know they sold those, but they do, and they're perfect for sub sizes. Well, it turns out that they're a little too big for full subs, and we basically split a full one. That's like all the chicken fit into one. So I took the other one, and I had already made garlic bread out of both of them, and we ate the sandwich was made out of garlic bread. But the other one, I layered mozzarella on top of the garlic bread and just made cheesy garlic bread. It was pretty damn good. Of course, I, absolutely shit my pants the next day. Because I have the, I have the gut health of like a 90-year-old. And I eat any amount of carbs and dairy and anything, and I shit myself. But, yeah. Alright. This one's, the spine on this one is like, almost, I don't know, like oval in shape, and it's really wide. It's kind of a jerk. Trying to work around. Ramen noodle wrap? And also, how poetic. The explanation is fantastic. But was it a move of desperation, or did you actively seek this out? Because that feels very much like a college thing where the only thing in the cupboard is ramen and a tortilla. And I just need to fill my belly before bed. I've definitely had some of those over the years. Especially when I was a freshman in college. Christ. An immersion blender? Yeah, it might be. Huh. Well, must be pretty good. I remember. It just reminded me of like struggle meals I had in the past. And there was a time I was a freshman in college and I was living in an apartment, and gas was like $5 a gallon, and I had no money. And I would regularly eat spaghetti, because you can get dried spaghetti cheap as hell. And then just whatever canned sauce I could get my hand on. And I went to go make some spaghetti, and I went to go grab the jar of sauce. And what I thought was a can of sauce was like salsa or something. I was like, okay, I'm not gonna put salsa on this. And I was like, what else can I put on these noodles? Because, I just wanted something to, at least make it wet. You know what I mean? Just to eat it, just to dry out. And the only comparable thing I could find was a jar of dinosaur barbecue sauce. And so I ate barbecue spaghetti. Oh, man. And it was surprisingly good. So good, in fact, that every once in a while after that, because I was still poor and still ate rice and spaghetti constantly. Every once in a while, I'd do a little barbecue spaghetti if I was feeling good, feeling like something different. Spice it up a little bit. Yeah, no, those were dark times. There are also times where I would just eat just rice. And I would, it's like, oh, what's for dinner? Oh, rice again. And be like, I need to put something on this, man. I'm going nuts. And I just started putting random condiments. And I remember talking to, I worked at the same place as one of my friends. And I remember telling him, like, man, Like, I didn't feel very good the next day after some of the stuff, and I'm like, you know, I'd wake up with an upset stomach and be like, why is my stomach so upset? And I'd be like, what did I have for dinner last night? It's like, oh yeah, mustard. Because that's basically, you know, rice and mustard. Mmm, condiments. And he thought that was the funniest goddamn thing he had heard. He went home and told his parents about it. It was so funny to him. Those are the times. Buffalo sauce on ramen actually sounds pretty solid. If it's just the noodles, you know, like you're saying, you drain the water. That would make, you know, I think that'd be good. This one's so pithy. Puh. It just shot me in the eye. Yeah. That's one way to do it, I guess. Come on, tomato. Help me out there, bud. The core is somewhere, and I just keep passing over it somehow. There we go. I'm gonna toss this. This one here is so full of stem. I'm not gonna use that. That one too. Not even gonna bother with it. Yeah, so did anyone get into anything special over the weekend for Mother's Day? I don't know if anyone ever said. Because I don't know about where you guys were, but where we were, The weather was absolutely perfect. Beautiful weather. You couldn't ask for better weather. Not too hot, not too cold. The sun was out, there was a breeze. Oh yeah, we did do Camp Hot Pot. Oh man, that was fun. I don't know if that was the best medium for a hot pot, but it was good. Still tasted good. We almost got her beat. We got one more tomato after this, and then we can deal with the rice and get that cooking. And then we'll get the meat browning off, and we'll have to cut up some onions. And I got some garlic and onions that can go in with that. And then really, we'll see how long the rice takes. It's about 3 cups of rice. So it'll take like anywhere from like 30 to 45 minutes to cook that in the rice cooker. It just really depends. Especially the thing we probably need to put in a little less water because this is so full of water. And we're going to be adding that all to the thing. But we'll see what happens. And then depending on how long it takes to brown off the meat and cut everything up and get it ready, we might have some time on our hands. I don't know what we could do in the meantime. Figure something out. Maybe find a new song to play. For a drive around the lake. Nice. Hey. Oh, you know, I've never I've never cooked bacon like at a cookout outside. That'd probably be really good over a fire. Oh man, now that I think about it. And brisket, that sounds good too. That all sounds fantastic. I might just call this one done. There's stuff at the bottom. There's like... This one also has a weird shaped stem that is way over on this side. I don't know if I can cut it out at this angle. I also don't want to break through the bottom. So we might just leave it as it is. Oh, gotcha. You just heat it up. I don't know, man. Next time I grill out or cook over a fire, I might bring some bacon and try it. Because, I mean, I'm pretty sure most bacon is already smoked. But get like that super concentrated smoke flavor from cooking over a fire. That sounds good to me. Alright, we're gonna call that one beat. It's pretty much all done. How did I cut this apart? Like that? I might have put that one on wrong. It's fine. And this, I think this one's the biggest one. It is a big boy. Okay, I might have cut that one a tad bit small, but it'll probably be alright. We'll make it work, maybe. Maybe. We need the big boy spoon. I may have screwed this one up a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. I cut the the entrance hole so small that I'm having trouble getting everything out of it. I think I can make it work. Actually, that piece came out really good. I'll be able to make it work. It'll be fine. You thought you accidentally paused the stream? Why? Because we're still listening to the same fucking song? Or because we're still coring tomatoes, which we're almost done. I almost got her beat. This one's a little fugly, but it'll be fine. It'll all taste good, probably. Alright. I think we're gonna call that good. I could sit here and really, be as fiddly as you want. I could try and get all these little tiny bits out of there. I might get the bigger ones here. But I think that's good. Whoops. That'll be fine. And so we have our guts. How do I like my tea? In the harbor? Where else? No, I do. You know what I like? I like iced tea, and I'll make it at home. I have this one tea that I really like that's a Sakura tea. It's just it's black tea that has vanilla and cherry flavors in it, and it's very good. And I'll make that in a big batch and then ice the whole thing. It's good time. I also like Earl Grey tea. There's I don't even remember, it was Atlanta, I think we were in Atlanta, and I got I forgot what it was called. It had a fancy name, a fog something. It was basically an Earl Grey latte, and it was absolutely fantastic. Milk. If I'm gonna drink. Yeah, no, milk with the Earl Grey. I've never tried it with lemon, but I'm open to trying it. I've just it never occurred to me to try it. I'm not a big tea drinker, so I am stumbling along blindly, as I do with most things in life. Alright. So we can get the rice started. And bring this over here. Maybe I'll bring you guys over there. Alright. So, with the rice, obviously the amount of water you use is important. I don't think there's a way for me to really get close in here and show you. But there's the rice. It's already been pre-washed. And so we are going to add all these guts into it. And then we're going to bring the water up to the appropriate level for the amount of rice we have, which is 3 cups. And, yeah. We're just going to dump this in here. Or are we? Hold on. How did I do this last time? I think I added in all the water. I tried to squeeze out all the water. I'm actually going to try and break some of this up. There's some pretty decent sized chunks. Yeah, this is a little bit more fiddly of a recipe. I think this obviously isn't the same type of food or the same even category of food. But making homemade gyoza, if you've ever done that, it's a very tedious, long process. It kind of reminds me of this. Like it takes a while. It's not difficult. It just takes a long time. And we're just trying to get most of the water in there and keep back most of the solids, because then we'll raise the water up to the correct level and then add the solids in after. So the rice, you want enough water in there that's going to cook the rice. And if you add all the solids in and then add the water, you're not going to get the right amount to cook the rice. I'm going to go rinse my hands off real quick. I'll be back. Here, I'll leave you with DJ Gabo. All right, I'm back. All right.
Cerveza cristal. Cerveza cristal.
All right, and on top of
Act
all of this,
334 played Cerveza Critsal for 0 bits.
we're gonna add in some flavorings. So right here we got some cumin seed. Add some cumin. And then I also have just like powdered cumin. If that's not enough flavor, we'll taste it after it's done cooking. And if it's not enough flavor, we'll adjust it. I've also got some of this Better Than Bouillon beef stock base. This stuff is great. And that's the end of the jar. So I'm actually gonna add a little water in here. And shake up the jar and get as much of that residue out as we can. That's gonna be good flavor. There we go. And we're gonna go in with some black pepper. I suppose you guys can't really... Oh. Is this side better? Oh, I suppose better is a... I don't know how good this is. There we go. Some ground black pepper. I'm going with some dill. A little bit of turmeric. A little bit of chili powder. Where's my paprika? Oh, here's some cayenne. We can add a little cayenne. A little heat never hurt anyone. And then a lot of paprika. I'm just going to take the lid off. Get that. This is smoked paprika. This stuff's good. And that should be good. The beef base has a lot of salt in it already, so I'm actually not going to put any salt in right now. If we have to add some in more later, we can do that. And we are going to add our water. And that's just up to our line. And there's I'm just barely touching the line because there's still a lot of water in there. And I'm just going to mix that up. Make sure to get that beef base mixed in. I'm actually going to use this wooden one so I don't scrape up that lining. And we're going to add the tomatoes in. We're going to call that good. That'll cook away and it'll be ready whenever it's done. We can get moving on to the meat, onions, garlic, and spinach. And it smells good. Ooh, it smells good already. It's basically just water and spices, but damn. Good stuff. Alright, dump the rest of this in. I might spread those tomatoes out a little bit. There we go. And then there's no good place to put, I need it up on the table, but I also need it close enough to my outlet here. So we'll just leave that there. We'll start her up. All right. Put our tomatoes. And I gotta take these off. All right. So, oh, my steamer basket's in there. Gotta take that out. Oh, you know what? I still gotta cut up my onions and garlic. Let's go back over here and move these real quick. We'll just... There we go. All right. We got our onion. We got our trash bag. We got our wine. All right, cut this bad boy up. And we're just going to chop this up into a dice. And then dice the garlic the best I can. I suck at dicing garlic. But it'll all be fine, probably. This is probably... Oh, let me move my mic so I'm not basically pressing my forehead. This is probably the wrong knife for this, but that's fine. It won't be a problem, probably. I cut a little bit more off there. Cable. I'm gonna need you not to be in the knife range. There we go. I don't think I've ever chopped up anything while sitting down. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't like it. Yeah, I mean it's not too bad. It's just like there are other ways to do it. You can get a garlic press and it's super fast. Or you could even just use like a microplane. Oh, my eyes are actually watering. That normally doesn't happen. I think because normally I'm cutting this up on my island, which is pretty short, and I'm pretty tall, so I kind of stay above it. But I'm sitting so violently close to this that I'm getting all of it. I'm getting all the fumes. Oh man. I feel like now we have to do a Halloween stream where we're cooking with like a machete or I don't know what was. I guess a Bowie knife is still Friday the 13th, just the first one. Freddy's knife glove. Trying to think of other horror, like iconic horror movie weapons. A chainsaw. That's not. It's not really a knife or a bladed implement, but close enough. Edward Scissorhands. Is he really a horror villain? I'm sure you could probably make a case, but I don't think he counts. Alright, there's our onions. Maybe the wine will help my tears. I don't know what you're saying. Tiff, are you having a stroke? Predator spear? Yeah. Just the javelin. I don't know if you could cook with that. You know what I appreciate about the song? It never gets old. Oh, this one broke. We'll do one more. Because when I broke that one off, it broke the other one open. Aliens tongue mouth Terminator shotgun. Yeah. Can you imagine cooking, but you can only use your mouth? Also imagine if you had a group of people all in costume and you have someone in an alien costume using their mouth to cook food. Yeah, I know, cooking an onion or cooking. Cutting an onion does sound a lot easier, just shooting it with the old buckshot. Actually, maybe birdshot would be better in that situation. Yeah, fuck it, just shoot a slug at it. Also, man, I really want to set up another bro versus bro. That was like a lot of work. And it was a little stressful. Like setting it all up, but it was fun. Just speaking of future stream ideas. Oh yeah, I'd want it to be against a new person. Someone new and shiny and different. Ooh, I hear the rice cooker going. I'm sorry, Tiff. You're just not new and shiny. I don't know what to tell you. It's not a bash of your character. It's just how it is. So many current sexy. Well, I'm glad you get it at least. Oh shit. Alright. Wire, I'm gonna need you to not. There we go. She is quite new and shiny, isn't she? Those are pretty robust. Those are pretty robust chops there. That's alright. It's fine, probably. I'll try it a different way for this one. Turned out pretty good. I'm also dragging my trash. Hold on. I don't think we need the trash anymore. I'm trying to think. We'll just toss this in the actual trash. Alright. Yeah, I think doing a another bro versus bro would be fun. And then what I really want to do, my secret project that I haven't started. I really want to do a live show with a whole group. And the working title is currently Flaskmaster. Where it, you know, if you've ever seen the show Taskmaster, think of that, but all alcohol-based events. But that would be a lot of moving parts. I would actually have to get camera like equipment and audio equipment for recording outside, you know, outside of this room. Also, I'd have to find people to do it with. Some volunteers. So that's a long ways off, but I do want to do. I have all the tasks planned out. I think it'd be a lot of fun.
Tiff loves moving parts. Winky face. Nikki Bobby 93 played text-to-speech for 0 bits.
Yeah, I wish I could. The main problem is most of the people I know don't live here. So I would have to find new people to do it. Which sucks, because I'm an adult. And making adult friends is hard. Yeah. Yeah, it's rough. It'll be fine. I'll con someone into it. But I feel like it's like obviously finding the people is probably the most difficult task, but I feel like I can't find the people until everything else is set up, which almost feels backwards. But that's just how my brain works. Like in my imaginary checklist, like making friends isn't on it, even though it should be. Lure them in with booze and cigarettes. Oh man. Oh, why didn't I think of that? So easy. Making friends is so easy. One more garlic. We're almost there. I should have just brought down the microplane, honestly. Hindsight is 2020. Alright. After this, we can heat up our pot. Actually, we could probably start doing that now. One of the problems you have to watch with these instant pots, it gets very, very hot. Like, even at the lowest setting, the lowest saute setting, it gets roasty toasty. So what I'm probably going to do is roast the meat off first so we can get that nice browning. And then go in with the onions and then do the garlic last so it doesn't burn. Alright. I'm gonna go wash the garlic off my hands. This should be nice and hot by the time I get back. Alright. Alright, there is our spinach, which we'll probably put in at the very, very end. That just needs to wilt down. We get our schmeats here. That there for now. Wait for this to heat up. And then I don't think there's a good way to show this. Oh, maybe I can move my camera over this side. Give me a sec. Oh. Oops. Boop, boop, doo. Doesn't quite, not quite tall enough, is it? Hold on. Please hold. Boop, boop, doo. Huh, you really still can't see, can you? Especially with my thing right in the way there. Here we go, hold on. Let me just bring in another side table. Will it reach though? Is it going to be stable enough? Hopefully it is. We'll just have to make that work. Yeah, that's just bring my mic as close in as we can. What's going on? What are you doing? Oh. I had set up the settings and clicked it in, but I didn't hit start, so this is still completely cold. That's unfortunate. And I can get our spoon ready here. So really, we just gotta brown off the meat. I want to get it, you want to get a little texture in there. We can also get some of our spices ready. I mean, most of the flavor is already in the rice. But we're gonna add even more. Why not? That cumin. Actually, hold on. That's an unopened one. I got the dregs of one right there. A little bit more turmeric. Our chili powder. Salt and pepper. Put it over here. And paprika. Still got time on that. A little bit of oil there. While we're waiting, we'll have a little drink. Very good. If you like a sweet sparkling wine, I recommend this one. And looking at looking at the amount of onion versus garlic, I think I definitely like the onion was on the smaller side. I probably could have done 2 of those smaller onions. Looking back, I probably could have just grabbed a bigger onion. But oh well. We're just about done with the preheating. Getting pretty hot. And then the beef I got is a what's this? 75-25, so super fatty. So we'll probably have to scoop everything out and try and leave as much grease behind. I don't really have a way to drain it down here. That's the good stuff if you want flavor. It's also cheaper than buying like the lower percentile fat. And honestly, in this day and age, the cheaper the better. I mean, hell, I think the other day I went to the store and got a bag of food. You know, like one of these reusable bags, like a singular bag of food and like a couple containers of drinks. And it was like $80. Ah, damn. Killing me. Alright, I think we're up to temperature. Going with our oil, a little bit more oil. The only thing I really don't like with this Instant Pot, the shape of the bottom is higher in the middle than it is on the outside, which leaves like a perfect circle where the oil will not stay. And I'm not sure if that... I don't know. I don't know why it's like that. I don't know if that's for reasons because it's under pressure or because the way the heating element is on the bottom. But it sucks. I'm not a fan. Just give me a flat bottom. That'd be fine. I actually bought a specifically a pan that's made so that the oil sits even across the surface and doesn't pool anywhere. Oh yeah, we're nice and hot. So let us go in with our meats. I thought that heated up pretty good, but it's barely sizzling. I'm gonna turn it up to a medium. I don't know. Yeah, it's like it heated up, and now it's not. I really don't want to turn on high. Like, the first time I used this, I absolutely burned the shit out of some onions because it was so hot. And it was just on medium, so... See what happens. Meantime, we can go in with some salt and pepper. And then I'm gonna wait for the rest of the spices until we get everything kind of cooked because I don't want to burn them. Yeah, I think if we're gonna do some more of these cooking streams, I either need to move my entire setup into the kitchen or get like an induction hot plate that I can plug in down here. Because it's slightly inconvenient to cook in a pressure cooker. Also, how do you guys feel about if we change the music to something other than this? You allow it? All right. So, do you remember when I said we were going to brown the meat off? I lied. The pan was not hot enough when I put the meat in. It seemed hot enough. Hell, I dunked the spoon in and it started to bubble away in the oil. Which is normally a pretty good indicator that it's hot, but I don't know. It's like I put the meat in and it cooled it right off and killed it. Yeah, oh yeah, is that what it sounds like in the mic? We'll move the mic slightly farther away. Yeah, I think I know what I need to do. I need to go get some tongs. I'll be back. Alright, I'm back. Pardon me, pardon me. I'm gonna borrow this bowl. Oh, it looks like we have a 3-minute timer on our rice. So that's good. And I'm just gonna use a paper towel. Sop up some of this grease, because so much grease was released. It is boiling the meat. We could stop that, that'd be great. Oh, it's on repeat? I thought when we hit shuffle on a new playlist, it would turn the repeat off. It did not. My apologies. Whew. There's still so much grease. It's kind of crazy. Some more paper towels and get that out of there. Alright, I think we're good. Okay, we're gonna try and... There's our rice. We're going to try and get a little bit of crisp on the bottom of that. We're just going to let it go for a second. No color, not yet. I'm just going to try and break up some of these bigger chunks. You know, I think I'm just going to accept defeat and call it there. And add our onions and let her go and see what happens. Oh, it smells so good. I think I feel pretty safe in adding in some of our spices here. We're only going to cook the garlic for a short while anyways, just to get it kind of just cooked enough. Don't want to burn it. We're going in with our chili powder, going in with our paprika, our turmeric, our cumin, and our cayenne, just a little bit of cayenne. Ooh, it's hot. Much hot. And it smells fantastic. Oh my god. Alright. And we'll go in with our garlic. There we are. And you know what? Fuck it. We have the tiniest amount of fond at the bottom. Let's throw in just a splash. Just a splash. We'll turn this off. Oh, smells so good, man. All right. And now, with the rice, I'm going to add the rice into this because this is a bigger container. I suppose we could put it in one of these side containers, but I think it should be fine in here. Let me... This is going to be hotter than the dickens. We're going to stir our rice up. Ooh, it's mucho hot. And this is what our rice looks like. You can't really see it. I can't really move the camera from where it's at. The cord is already like at maximum capacity. It's alright, we'll get her added to our pot. I'm going to go ahead and turn that off. I'm going to in here. I'm going to move this down here. That there. Then we're going to mix all this together. And then we'll taste it for seasoning. Then we'll get to stuffing. There we go. Nice and mixed up. Yeah, looks good. Smells good. We're going to take a little test of it. Clean off my spoon here. Oh shit, you know what? I'm so stupid. We never cooked our spinach. I'll eat the spinach later. It'll be fine. I'll just eat that sometime later. Whoops. It'll be fine. I've never made it with spinach before. I just had the spinach left over and thought I'd add it because it'd wilt down anyway. But I don't want to add it right now because it would release a bunch of water when it wilts up. Not like a ton, but enough where I think it might be a problem. But this is what it looks like. This is what we're dealing with. There's our stuffing. And bring it up to the camera. If it'll focus. Yeah, it's fine. We're going to try a little bit. Test for spice. It's still about a little bit cooler than the surface of the sun. So it's good. It needs a couple things. It needs more salt. I'd originally not put any salt in the rice because I wasn't sure how much the beef stock would change. How much salt was in there. I think we need more salt now. It could use, honestly, outside of a little bit of salt, maybe a little more paprika. And maybe a little black pepper. I'm not sure it's really missing much outside of that. It's good. And we'll get this to stir up. Try it one more time. And if it's good, we're going to start stuffing. All right. That should be mixed enough. We'll give it one more try and it should be good, hopefully. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's good. Yeah. Yeah. No, that's great. That's great. All right. We're good to stuff. I think for right now, I'm gonna try to move some stuff around. Don't need these anymore. And then let's switch here. I'm gonna move this camera back to where it was. Just gotta extend the legs back out. See where we're at here. All right. All right. It's stuffing time. I'm gonna put these over here. All right. Let me fix my cord here. And you just stuff them. You just stuff them. Hot. Let's see, how do I cut this? Something like that? Does that look right? That looks right. One done. 4 to go. Lost my spoon. Alright, let's see how that one come out. Is that how it went on? I have no... Absolutely. I think it went on like that. I'll call that. I overstuffed that one just a touch. It'll be okay. Probably. Stuff. Ooh, I should also probably... Sorry, that mic is all the way up there. Uh, I should probably preheat the oven. After this one, I might go do that. And I think I'm just gonna bake these at 350. 350 is pretty standard for baking things. I think. Like I said, I'm not really following a recipe. I don't remember what I did the last time. Or the first time. I made these so long ago. I think that one goes on like that. That I really don't remember what temperature I cooked them or for how long. I'm just gonna throw them in there. Oh, you'll do it for me. Thank you. All right, one more. This is our big boy. So this is going to be kind of a pain in the butt to stuff. But that's all right, probably. I'm just going to have to be careful. I almost have to fill this up in like halves. Like I'll fill up this half first. Or this chamber. I don't even know. It's a big tomato. Yeah, but 350 is good. I'm gonna cut this out. Something like that. Alright, so there are tomatoes. Ta-da! And they're gonna go in an oven at 350 for an unknown amount of time. Whenever they're done. And I'm wondering, we could go throw these in the oven, and then, I don't know, we dick around and find a game to play, or we could just end stream there, and I can post a picture on my Instagram, how they come out, do a little video or something. Because I am on Instagram, not a lot, but I'm there. And we could call it a night for now, and yeah. Because really, these are... when they're hot, you kind of have to use a fork and knife to eat them. But what I'll do is any of the leftovers, I will wrap in saran wrap and then put in the fridge and they chill. And then you can eat them cold the next day, like an apple. Like you just take a big bite out of it. And it is so good. It's so good cold. So I almost wonder if that'd be... I don't know. Be better to let these get cold overnight. I don't know. But let's think. To be fair, it is already 9 o'clock. And I kind of have to pick all this up tonight. So we might just call it there. We might just call the stream there and we'll just go throw them in the oven and call it a day. But it was fun. I had a good time. I like doing these oddball streams every now and again. Yeah, that's good. I'll post pics in the Discord, and if you're not on the Discord, you can join by either going down into my About section on Twitch and clicking the link that says Discord, or if you type in, here, I can actually just do it right now. In chat, one of my commands. There we go. There's all my links and all my stuff for the most part. Except those aren't really my social links, but you can just search. Honestly, my name is ToxTribe across the board. If you just search for ToxTribe, you'll find me. You know, I'm on Twitter or X or whatever it's called, and I'm on Instagram, and just go find me. I'm there. But with that, I think we will call it a night. And if you want to see more cooking streams or outside streams, or if you have any idea of what like you think would be fun to watch or cool for me to do, let me know, and maybe we can make it. Maybe we can make it happen. Like I said, I really eventually one day want to do like a live game show, which Flaskmaster wouldn't really be 100% live. It'd be recorded content, but the actual show is live. Anyway, something live like that with a whole group, I think that'd be a lot of fun. And if you have your own idea of what you would want me to do, like I said, go join the Discord and let me know. And I'll see what I can do. I'm simply a man, but I will try my best. Once again, basically my life. I'm doing what I can and walking blind. But thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking around. I stream most Mondays and Fridays. Of course, last Friday something came up I couldn't stream. So, such is life. But if I don't see you Friday, I'll see you Monday. And if I don't see you Monday, I'll see you Friday. And so I hope you have a good week. And if I don't see you, I hope you have a good weekend. So have a good one. Bye-bye.